Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making quick breads. So do you know why they're called quick breads? Well, like the name says, they are breads that can be made quickly utilizing the chemical leavening ability of baking powder and baking soda, which we have right here. And when you use baking powder and baking soda instead of yeast, it eliminates having to wait for your breads to rise. So hence the name quick breads. So for my recipe today, I have banana bread. And this was a recipe that my mom had given me when I went away to college. So I've been making it for a long time now. That was when I went away to college for the first time. And I have changed the ingredients over the years. I have kept some of the basic ingredients the same, but I have added a lot of healthy ingredients. We have a ground chia seed, and I have almond meal, and I've added flax seed and whole wheat flour to the recipe. So those are just some of the items that give it a little bit of a different flavor than mom's banana bread. So here are the ingredients. We do mix the dry ingredients separately and then the wet ingredients separately, and then we combine them. And then at the very end, I fold in the bananas here. And bananas are the key ingredient, and you wanna make sure that they're ripe. And I always have a bag in the freezer that I throw my really ripe bananas into if I can't use them right away. That eliminates food waste, and then I can make them for a later time, and they keep in the freezer nicely. I just so happen to have two ripe bananas, two really large ones on my counter, so I didn't have to tap into my frozen reserves. So we've got the bananas, and then some of the other wet ingredients that we use. I have a little bit of canola oil. We have 2 eggs here, and I use a couple tablespoons of skim milk, and then I whisk that together with some sugar. And then for the dry ingredients, like I mentioned, we have almond meal, ground chia seed, I have flax powder in there, and whole wheat flour, and then the baking soda and baking powder that makes what it is, the quick bread that it's going to be. So I mix those up, and then I'll put them together. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got the wet ingredients all whisked together, and I'm ready to add the dry ingredients. So I'm going to fold those in here. And we'll stir that up. And the wet and dry ingredients are mixed together now, and the batter is looking really good. So I'm going to fold in the mashed bananas. This is the last step. And I have a loaf pan today. I'm gonna do a loaf pan instead of muffins, but you can easily convert this into muffins or smaller loaf pans. And then I'll just mix this part up. Okay, the bananas are folded in, and it's ready to go into my lightly greased loaf pan. And I like to use the coconut oil spray when I'm doing sweeter breads like banana bread. It just, the flavor is just nice in there. So let's put this in. And the oven light just turned off, so it's ready to go. And I'm gonna bake this at about an hour at 350 for an hour. So we'll put that in the oven. Okay, we're gonna put this in. And we'll be back quickly. All right, the timer just went off, so we're gonna open this up. I turn the oven off and pull this out. It looks nice. And we're gonna do the toothpick test here to see if it's done. So I'm gonna insert this toothpick skewer, and I pull it out, and you can see it's clean, so the loaf is done. Okay, so the final product is right here, and I like to eat it while it's still warm. It just tastes so good that way. So I'm gonna take a little bite, and then I'm gonna let my son here take a little bite, and he can tell me if it's kid tested and approved. What do you think? Thumbs up?